Hey everybody, welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. Today I've got a quite sizable stack of stuff I've acquired over the last week, so I thought I'd share it with you. Before we get going on that though, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Kermit's Ghost, aka Alan, who gave me a fantastic shout out on his channel on Monday, and I've acquired a few more followers. So if you're one of those followers and you're new to the channel, welcome. Introduce yourself down below. If you would please, let me know who you are. If you're expecting Alan's slick presenting style, well researched, well edited videos, you've come to the wrong place, because we're totally the opposite of that. It's pretty much off the cuff. What comes out, what comes out. But we'll talk about some movies and we'll maybe even have a bit of a laugh along the way. Yeah, welcome aboard. So let's get cracking and show you what I've picked up over the last week. My friend Larry, regular viewers knows, always looks after me, and this week's been no exception. Four fantastic titles Larry's sent me. I do send Larry some stuff the other way, but not nearly as much as he sends me. As always, mate, I'm eternally grateful. Now, if you remember, on this week's What I've Watched, I was talking about SWAT, and I thought I'd seen it before, but turns out the film that I may have watched, 2 Minute Warning, and Larry's kindly sent me a copy over that so I can rewatch that. Great cast: Charlton Heston, John Cassavetes. You have watched that, not for a long time, so I'll get it watched again and see if they're up them pylons shooting people. Next up from Larry, he saw this in a charity shop. He knows that Mrs. Blu-Roy loves her horror films, particularly exorcism films are her favourites. Never heard of this film, but he picked it up. It was cheap as chips at the charity shop. Send that over. So one night, might have to wait till after the Euros, we'll sit down and watch that one. Dorothy, never heard of it before, but they're the sort of films that are right up her street. So I quite enjoy them as well, to be honest. I don't mind the old chill and thrill. We'll give that a go. And next up from Larry, a film I have seen before, but it's a fantastic film, directed by Greta Gerwig, who done Barbie last year that I wasn't a fan of, to be honest, but this one I liked infinitely more. Good coming of age film with no quite how to say her name. I think it's Saoirse Ronan. She's a fantastic actress. Yeah, I enjoyed that film. Again, the one I'm looking forward to watching. And a great find from Larry. He knew I was after this one and he saw it in one of his local charity shops. So he picked that up for me and sent it on to me, Chinatown. Absolutely brilliant film. Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway. Been ages and ages since I saw that film. I think Burt Young's in it as well, who I quite like him. I know it's a Roman Polanski film and is a very shady character and people avoid his films. But for me, if you avoid his work, you're also costing anybody else who worked on the films. You're boycotting them, from the T-boy to the runner to the makeup artists to the stuntmen to the other actors to the grips. What is a grip? Never know what a grip is. To the editors, to the wardrobe, everybody else, you're denying them of their work as well. So I shall enjoy watching that again. Thank you very much, Larry. As all, fantastic stuff. 4 great titles. Thank you very much. Right, now on to the stuff I've picked up myself. I started the week with about 60 quid's worth of CEX vouchers and no more. Spent the bloody lot, ain't I? But there you go, that's how it goes. And first up, I got from CEX another HMV premium title, a film noir. I love my film noirs. One I haven't seen yet, Out of the Past. Robert Mitchum, Jane Greer, Kirk Douglas, absolutely fantastic cast, and I've heard only good things about this film. So that's one I'll be watching sooner rather than later. Anybody seen that? Let me know down below if it's any good, but I'm pretty sure it is. Next up, a film I've had on DVD for ages and absolutely one of my top favourite films, and why I haven't upgraded it yet I do not know. On the Criterion Collection, Mildred Pierce, starring Jane Crawford, Michael Curtis directed. This is a brilliant film noir. All your tropes of the film noir. The femme fatale, the murder, the intrigue. And it's got a character in here, Jane Crawford's daughter in the film. I think her name's Vida in it, and she's an absolute despicable character. One of the worst, most despicable characters I've ever known in a film. And her name's Vida in it. And I was reading on Letterboxd, I always have a skim through the reviews on there after I watch a film. And somebody, short review, Darth Vader. She's that bad in it. Yeah, she's absolutely horrible character. If you haven't seen that film, give it a watch. It's up there with one of my favourites, probably pushing me top 20 films of all time. Absolutely amazing stuff. Next up, also from CEX, Bus Stop, Marilyn Monroe. Love the Monroe films. This is one I've never seen. Only her good things. CEX had it for a £5, and it's heavily out of print, which is a fantastic price for it. So yeah, I'll grab that. And another one I'll be watching pretty soon. This is one from Amazon. The Integrity of Joseph Chambers. It's about £2 on Amazon. CX traded it in for a £5, so bought 2 copies, traded one in for a £5. Basically got a free film, and I read up about it, and it looks quite interesting, a survival type film, which I like. So I'll give it a watch. If I don't like it, I'll trade that in again and get another £5 credit. Next up, another CEX one from my local store. Encounters of a Spooky Kind, which I didn't know much about, and then I read the synopsis and it sounded like a spooky revenge type film, which was right up my street. Sammo Hung, I've seen a couple of his films before. I'm not a great kung fu guy, but now and again I'll stick them on. When I do, I tend to enjoy it. And for £8, I thought this is a great price. Limited edition, beautiful slip on it, looks brand new. Poster too. Let's have a look at this. I haven't got it out yet. That's what she said. Yeah, double-sided poster, in fact. For £8, I think that's brilliant. It actually was traded in by the manager of my shop, and he's been trading all sorts of his collection in recently, and I've bought quite a few of them myself. And there's loads and loads in there that I've been looking at as well, trying to tempt me in spending me money. Anybody seen that? Let me know down below. Next up, charity shop finds, I believe. One I found for £1, Giovanni's Island. I found a few actually anime titles, and I traded most of them because I'm not a great anime person. But this will look quite interesting, a Second World War theme. So I'll give that a go. Probably trade it in when I've watched it. Win-win. Next one up from the charity shop. Never heard this film, A Simple Life, a Chinese film by the looks of it. But I looked on IMDb, pretty highly rated. I think it's 7.5 on there. So I thought I'd give it a go as well. Do like me Asian films. And it looks really depressing, which I'm into depressing films, being a miserable git. But there you go. Yeah, it looks good. I'll watch that. Next up, I think it's a French release. I believe there is a British release too, Resistance. Like me World War II stuff. Don't know much about this film, but for 50p, nice thin black case, I thought that I'd that and give it a go. Another charity shop one, Don't Breathe. I have seen this before, streamed it, found it quite enjoyable, so for £1 I'll add it into the collection. Haven't seen the second one. Is that worth collecting? Is that worth adding in as well? If so, let me know, guys. Oh, and the last one. Oh my God, there's a bit of a tale behind this. Let me have a sip of me tea. Now, my friend James, who's Movie Mad one for the new people to the channel, who maybe don't know his channel, very good. I'll stick his details down below. He'd been in CX, I think it was last Friday, and he picked up Psycho, the Psycho 2, 3 and 4 set, 4K for 28 quid in his CEX shop. So I was a bit jealous of it. I know envy and jealousy is an ugly emotion, but I must admit I was a bit jealous of his find. And I had in credit 31 quid or so. So I thought for 28 quid plus a postage, I thought I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Looked on the app while I was at work the other night. 28 quid. Bang. Ordered it. Turns up today and it's the Blu-ray set. I thought they've stitched me up here, CX. But I looked back on my order history and I'd ordered the Blu-ray set. I'd clicked on it and saw 28 quid and just hit the buy now button because the Blu-ray set was exactly the same price as the 4K set. Absolutely, what a plonk. I can't believe I did it. Now, I could take this back, get me 28 quid back, lose the price of the postage, but I can't be bothered. I'm going to hang on to it. The reason I'm going to hang on to it as well is I'll probably get it watched quicker, actually, being the Blu-ray set. Downstairs, we've got the OLED, we've got the 4K set up, but to be honest, Mrs. Blu-Roy is down there watching her soaps and all that, so it's not often I'll get rain onto it. So upstairs, I've got a normal 4K Blu-ray setup with HD TV, so I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to watch them in Blu-ray. It's me, I'm the prat, I'm the one done it wrong, so I'm going to bite the bullet and keep it. So yeah, I was pretty gutted about it, but I'm over it now. Worst things happen to see, as they say. There you go. So yeah, decent stack over the last week. Any thoughts on any of them? Let us know down below. Once again, thank you to you new guys. Thanks for subscribing. Any comments, let me know down below. If you like what I've done today, give me a like. If you've not subscribed, think about subscribing. The more the merrier. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all later.